The fight against contraband in U.S. prisons isn't a new one for the Department of Corrections.
But criminals are now taking to the skies using drones to deliver their drugs, tobacco, cell phones, even video game consoles. And if you don't think that this could affect your family, think again. School officials in a quiet southeastern Virginia town are thankful a child didn't find this. A drone carrying cannabis and tobacco accidentally landed on school property. Its intended destination, a nearby correctional center.
3 pounds of marijuana landing on school grounds is pretty scary. It's something you would, I guess, see made for TV, really, to think about drones flying into a prison and dropping off bundles of drugs and things is something I haven't personally experienced in my 25 years.
The U.S. Department of Justice says nationwide the number of drone contraband drops doubled from 106 in 2021 to 212 incidents in 2022. The department just started tracking contraband drone drops in 2020 when it saw 94 incidents. 21st century tech, allowing more criminals to get creative. Drones have a long list of uses, from stunning videography to search and rescue. But now, in the hands of criminals, they're used to get contraband into jails and prisons. Contraband like cannabis, meth, tobacco, and weapons. And cell phones, which the FBI says allows inmates to keep control of their gangs and drug operations in the outside world.
Sent to prison, they think, okay, they're behind bars, we're safe as a society, but that's no longer the case with technology. With these cell phones and these drones, they are still able to victimize South Carolinians and other folks around the country.
In Southeast Georgia, a Smith State Prison employee and whistleblower says you'd be shocked at the criminal operation inside its walls. On top of the usual drugs and cell phones, drones delivering things like high-end shoes and clothes, even video game consoles. But those are used for more than fun. The whistleblower, who doesn't want to be identified for their safety, says the inmates use the consoles to hack into the prison's internet, to navigate drones to make drops over the prison fences.
What was coming in the drones was the hard contraband, the drugs, the cell phones, the throw over the fences, all that type of stuff. That was what that was.
The staff member says extreme short staffing has helped inmates run their operation with hardly any worry about getting caught, and some officers are fearful to investigate.
We are allowed to do what the inmates allow us to do. We go home every day by the grace of the inmates.
In Ohio, watch as a jail inmate gets a delivery from a drone. The inmate can be seen watching the skies before the drop. Although the drone missed its mark, the inmate was able to collect the package. The sheriff's office says it contained cannabis and a cell phone. Back in South Carolina, the State Department of Corrections spent $250,000 for drone detection technology in 2022. But Director Brian Sterling says drops are getting more sophisticated.
We'll send a decoy in, and we'll chase that decoy because we have systems in place that alert us to drones in the area, and we'll chase that, and then they send 2 in from another side, drop their load, and take off.
Sterling says he wants Congress to take action to restrict cell phone service, which drones usually run on near prisons and jails.
Look, this is a war. Just like any war, you do something and there's a counter. We'll do something, they'll do something. It's not going to stop. They're not going to stop trying to get this contraband in, and we're not going to stop. It's a constant battle. It's daily for us, but it's something that we take very seriously.
At least 7 U.S. states have taken action, making drone piloting near prisons and jails a crime. The Federal Aviation Administration banned flying drones over prisons in 2018. In the case of the prison employee who spoke anonymously, our team has yet to hear back from the Georgia Department of Corrections.